Hi guys, so today we're going to be taking notes on page 96 and we're going to be talking about volume of a rectangular prism, and go ahead and put the date, which is February 18th. Now we're going to finish the rest of the vocabulary words that we have left, so turn to page 87. And the first vocabulary word is going to be up here, rectangular prism. So a 3D prism that has two parallel and congruent rectangular bases. Okay. And then the next one is down here. A 3D prism that has a length, width, and height. This is a three-dimensional figure. Okay. Over here, volume, the amount of space inside a 3D figure. And over here, cubic units. Units used to measure volume. So for example, units cubed. And the last one is prism, a 3D shape with two parallel bases that are congruent. Okay. So that should be all of the rest of the vocabulary words. So you should have everything filled out. Okay. And we're going to go to page 96 to fill out our notes. Okay, so our title is Volume of a Rectangular Prism, and then I need you to draw a rectangular prism. Okay, so basically you're going to draw two rectangles like this and then connect them. Okay. Now we're going to label our rectangular prism, okay, and we have 3 dimensions, okay. So the first one is the length, okay, and then we have the width, and then we have the height. Okay. So we have the length going this way, the width, and then the height going up and down. Okay. Now for the formula, you can actually have two formulas. So volume is equal length times width times height, or you can also have volume is equal to capital B times H. Okay. Now capital B equals the area of the base. Okay. Okay, so we're going to do some examples. So I want you to we're going to divide this into 4 sections down here. Okay. Okay, so we're going to start with up here at the top. And let's have okay, so we have that rectangular prism, and we're going to have, this is going to be 12.3 centimeters, okay, and then this is going to be 10.1 centimeters, and this is going to be 6 centimeters, okay. So we know that volume is equal to length times width times height, okay? So volume is equal to, the length is going to be 12.3 times the width, which is 10.1 times the height, which is 6, okay? So the volume, all I have to do is multiply this times this times this, okay? And I'm going to get 745.38, and then we have to put centimeters cubed, okay? So don't forget to put that 3 there, because that means it's cubed, because it's volume, okay? Now let's try another. So, let's see. Okay. So let's say that we have say this is 2.5 inches, okay. Excuse me. This is 3 1/3 inches, and this is 7 1/5 inches, okay. So we're going to do volume equals length times width times height, okay. So the length is 7 1/5 times, the width is actually 2 1/2 times 3 1/3, okay. So if I multiply all that, I'm going to get 60 inches cubed, okay. Now, the last two problems. So, Okay, so this time they're going to give me the volume. They're telling me that the volume is equal to 102.9 meters cubed. Okay, and then they're going to tell me that this is 6 meters. Okay, and this is 4.9 meters. Okay, and I need to find W over here. Actually, I'm going to put it here. Right? So, if I know that volume is equal to length times width times height, okay? And I have, this is the length, this is the height, I need to find the width. So, for these types of problems, I'm going to have to multiply 4.9 times 6, okay? So if I multiply 4.9 times 6, I'm going to get 29.4. And then I'm going to have to divide 102.9 divided by 29.4. Okay? So W is going to equal 3.5 meters. Now this time I don't have to put the little 3 at the top because this is not the volume, this is the volume. This is just the width, okay? So let's try another one like that. Okay. Okay, so let's say that we have 7 millimeters, okay, and then this is going to be 5.2 millimeters, and again this is W, okay, and the volume is equal to 109.2 millimeters cubed. Okay. So again, I have to multiply I'm going to multiply 5.2 times 7 first. And I'm going to get 36.4. Okay. And then I'm going to have to divide 109.2 divided by 36.4. Okay. So W will equal to 3 millimeters. Okay. And that's how you find volume of a rectangular prism.